What it do, Duzzle, JRU, back with another Cigar Talk weekly review. Smoke this cigar called the Dogma. Light it up. And the Dogma is made by Undercrown from Jewish State. Just sitting here at the world, the famous Diplomat Cigar Lounge in Boca Raton, Florida. Beautiful shop. Let me show you the view. Beautiful shop. Sitting outside, relaxing. Sitting here watching the Celtics versus the Bucks. Can't really get down with the whole World Series stuff. It's not my thing. Not really a baseball fan. But yeah. And on tonight's show, Nocturnal reviews. Not just gonna review the Dogma, but I want to talk about the new Dolemite Is My Name. The latest movie from Eddie Murphy. See, I got a good draw. Kind of a nutty flavor. Haven't actually smoked the Undercrown in a while. And apparently this is a very limited edition of the cigar. It was made especially for Cigar Dojo, if you know that, the online site. They do a lot of cigar reviews themselves. I actually met them a few years ago in Las Vegas for the big cigar convention they have every year. They joined us with the simple ginger ale, so I get the nice taste of it. So Dolemite Is My Name premiered last week on Netflix. It's basically a behind-the-scenes movie about the making of the movie Dolemite and the life of Rudy Ray Moore. If you know Dolemite, it was a classic blaxploitation film. In 1975, Rudy Ray Moore was kind of a jack of all trades, comedian, dancer, actor, and he really didn't get on until like he was in his, I would say, his 40s. So the new movie actually shows how it's made, his grind. He got a lot of doors slammed in his face. And so he basically did what he had to do to get put on, you know. He went the independent route, couldn't get on any studios. And plus in that time, it's hard for black actors in general to make a name for themselves in Hollywood. So what he did is he used his own money. First he started making a lot of comedy albums. One of the famous ones was Eat Out More Often. It was more vulgar humor, shocking. So he went the underground route that they called the chitlin circuit back in the day. And he basically sold his records out the trunk. similar that Master P and people like that did later in the 1990s with hip hop. So basically, he got a buzz going for himself and used those proceeds to make his own movie. And the movie stars Eddie Murphy, Mike Epps, Wesley Snipes.
What is that, a little stand that you can watch TV, or what do you watch, a Gamecast, or what do you do?
No video myself, yeah.
That is awesome. It's like a little tripod.
Yeah, take selfies, stuff like that.
And it goes up and down?
Go like this.
Wow, is that high?
Yeah.
That is a cool toy.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah, so that was just the owner of the shop coming out talking to me. But yeah, back to the movie, the review. So basically in the movie, they show a lot of his trials and errors in making the film, trying to get funding, and basically he rents out an old hotel which he later lives in, called the Dunbar Hotel, which is a famous Hollywood black hotel during the what they call the vaudeville era in the early 30s and 40s, when people didn't really, black people couldn't get a hotel, so he basically takes the building over for free because it's run down. He doesn't pay any rent. So what he does with that is makes basically his own movie set in a sense, and it is he steals a lot of electricity, and similar to what Tyler Perry does now, except he paid for his, he didn't have the money then, so he hires a guy named D'Urville Martin to direct the film. He was a famous black exploitation actor at the time, played by Wesley Snipes, and he's not really believing in Eddie Murphy's character Dolemite, but he does convince him towards the end of the movie to keep persevering, and basically the film gets made, and a lot of funny scenes. Well, first he gets the Dolemite character from a bum off the street, kind of the old black rhyming style that later became the forefront for hip hop, and he takes the character over and uses it to his advantage, and basically makes a new act from that. So the movie shows how they basically made the movie on I think about $50,000, which is it's not much for a movie. Even then, a lot of BS explosions. And a lot of comedy, Rudy Ray Moore's films, hilarious, man. He brought about that kind of, I guess you could say, kind of that country ghetto style, which I would say is like a precursor to kind of what Master P and Cash Money did on the hip hop side. So the movie, they showed that when Dolemite first came out, it had terrible reviews, but he used it to his advantage, you know, because controversy always sells. So eventually the movie becomes a hit in the black community, and a lot of the white studios take notice, and they end up distributing the movie. So the movie goes around the nation and becomes a kind of a cult classic. And he goes on and makes about, I think, 5 or 6 more movies. And to this day, he's kind of considered a godfather of rap music, you know, and kind of a legend in the black community. Yeah, this was the comeback for Eddie Murphy. He's been kind of gone for a while. You know, Netflix is kind of bringing people back and putting people on at the same time. So overall, I would say the movie, I give it about a 9 out of 10. You know, hilarious film. Acting is great. Mike Epps is good. Eddie's good. Wesley Snipes, I think, steals the movie. So yeah, I give it about a 9 out of 10. Definitely recommend you go see that if you got the Netflix app on your TV or your phone. Definitely worth the watch. Hilarious. But yeah, give it a 9 out of 10. So I've watched it 3 times. I'm not even gonna lie. Eddie Murphy fan and a Dolemite fan. So I watched it about 3 times already. Probably watch it again. I was a fan of the original movie, and also, you know, blaxploitation is my favorite genre of all time. I love the blaxploitation movies. They're all hilarious. And I just like seeing black actors on screen, so being a black man, you know, so. And yeah, it was incredible. Definitely recommend that. As far as this other things going on, sports world, basketball kicked off. You know, I go for the Heat and probably the LA Lakers. Lakers had the first game was kind of rough. The Clippers, in my opinion, put it on them. You know, Clippers looking scary with Kawhi, and they haven't even got Paul George back, I don't think. But they're no joke. So that was kind of the game of last week. Excellent game, went back and forth. And then later on, the Clippers smacked the Warriors too. So the West is going to be very interesting this year, especially with the Rockets and even OKC. You know, the West got all the fire, man. Right now, I'm trying to check out the Bucks and Celtics. You know, the Bucks looking good, and they took out the Celtics. Just speaking of the devil, the Clippers about to come on now against the Jazz, so it's gonna be another good game. Looks like Kawhi is taking a night off. Maybe he's hurt. I'm not really sure. But yeah, basketball's starting good. Baseball's ending. I'm not really keeping up with that too much. I'm not really a big baseball fan, so I really don't know who to go for. Shout out to the Astros and the whoever they're playing. So shout out to both of them. I think Nationals. Shout out to both of them. Other than that, though, it's been cool breezing, sitting here in Boca Raton, Florida. Pretty city, you can see in the background. Pretty shopping plaza. Nice city, man. About an hour or so outside of Miami. But yeah, as far as Underground is concerned, right now, you just saw me spark it up. Got the Drew Estate taste to it. Very Nicaraguan. earthy tones, some nuttiness. The draw's kind of tight right now, so I'm waiting for it to open up. So far, I'm just feeling a 7. But I'm not gonna sit here and watch y'all let me smoke a whole cigar. Plus, I haven't smoked this Jewel State in a long time. It's kind of like what I was smoking in 2007, 8, 9, stuff like that. But yeah. So the draw, as usual, Jewel States are very oily. They make a lot of smoke, but overall, see if it gets any better. But right now, I'm putting a strong 6.5, 7. Costs about $12 here in Boca Raton. Not sure about in other places, obviously. But yeah, this is Diplomat Cigar Lounge. Let me take one more look at it. Yeah, nice lounge. Just stopped in, changed the scenery. I'm usually at this one in Boynton Beach smoking, but beautiful couches they have here. But yeah. But yeah, other than that, just vibing and chilling. And lastly, this weekend is the Hurricanes versus the Seminoles. Once the greatest game in college football, but now both of them about 4-4. So, but I'm gonna still watch it because I'm a Hurricanes fan. It's been a tough season already. Every game we've lost has been by 3 points. So they're still, I think, 2 years away. Florida State is 2 years from being back, also, in my opinion. But we'll see what's gonna happen, man. Of course, I'm going for the Hurricanes since I'm a Miami boy, and yeah, we'll see what happens, But with that said, I'm gonna end the video here. Y'all have a good night. Smash that like button, share, subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram. That's Cigar Society of South Florida, and Cooler Heads Prevail. Also on Facebook, Jamil Rahim, and also Havana 1947 on Instagram and Facebook. With that said, I'm signing out. You guys have a good night. Keep smoking.